I want to thank everybody for joining me for today's update. We have a number of different items. The first item is something I'm very, very excited about. And as you can see, this is a little bit unusual because the First Lady is here. Susan, thank you for joining us. And I also have some wonderful leaders in Arkansas behind me that will be introduced at a little bit later time. Next year marks the 50th anniversary of the last Women's Commission in Arkansas. It also marks the 25th anniversary of the Women's Foundation in Arkansas. And the Women's Foundation contacted me and made a recommendation that I am responding to today. But as everyone knows, in my administration, women are an essential part of our leadership team. From chiefs of staff to cabinet secretaries, I have relied upon the women in leadership positions to bring success to my administration. But we are the 50th anniversary of the 1973 Commission, which will be next year, and that's the last commission that actually gave us a report. And so today, I'm pleased to announce that I am creating the Arkansas Commission on the Status of Women in Arkansas. This commission will be chaired by my Chief of Staff, Alison Williams. She has been a role model and continues to be a role model in leadership in the state. But she is passionate about removing barriers to women in the workplace and ensuring their success has no limits. For those who might not know, Alison has been on my leadership team in Congress, at the DEA, at Homeland Security after 9/11. She's been in leadership positions in the private sector, and of course she's been key as my Chief of Staff in this administration. I'm delighted that Alison is willing to serve the state as chair of this important commission. Throughout our state's history, there's been 4 commissions focusing on women. The first was that created by Governor Orval Faubus in 1964 to focus on the social, political, and economic status of women. Following that commission, Governor Rockefeller established another to focus on state employment laws and differences in legal treatment between men and women. In 1973, Governor Bumpers reinstated the commission to find ways in which women could become larger participants in economic, political, and social institutions. And then in 1975, Governor Pryor instituted a commission. It did not issue a report. The commission that I am instituting today will be composed of 14 members, which I will make appointments, but they'll also have membership designated by the leaders of the House and Senate, and we welcome all of their participation. I'm asking the commission by executive order that I'll be signing today to focus on a few major issues. First, to study and analyze labor force participation in Arkansas by women, including single mothers and the effect of the COVID pandemic. Secondly, to review labor force participation rates specifically in the emerging and high-demand career paths such as STEM and entrepreneurship. And then thirdly, to examine the barriers of entry into labor force participation for Arkansas women, including single moms, on issues such as child care. I consider this commission to do very important work for our state. It will make recommendations to myself and to the General Assembly on ways to eliminate the barriers to entering the labor force and to participating in the success that we all want in our life and in our careers. It will also provide an overview of the child care economy in our state, which I see as very important. I'm asking this commission to give a final report from this group no later than December 1 of this year. With that, I want to invite my chief, Alison, to come and to introduce the commissioners. Alison.
Thank you, Governor. This is truly an honor. Before I introduce the women and a man who was on the commission, I want to note that in the last 50 years, a lot has changed in Arkansas. The last commission report noted that in 1973, women's earnings were about 60% those of men here in the state. Today, that number is 80%. a significant increase, but not parity. And in 1973, there were only 5% of the governor's cabinet officials who are women. Governor, I'm proud to say that you have increased that percentage significantly with the number of 6 of your 15 secretaries being women. Of course, despite these gains, there is still much to do, and COVID has highlighted the need to address these persistent challenges. The Women's Foundation of Arkansas has done significant work in this and many other areas for the last 2 decades, and that work has accelerated in the last 5 years. From Girls of Promise that focus on bringing more girls into STEM careers, to providing entrepreneurial support and capital to women-owned businesses through the Women's Economic Mobility Hub, to the Tawana Bird Summer Internship Program, the WFA lives its mission to increase the economic viability of women and girls in Arkansas. As the governor mentioned, this commission will develop actionable recommendations for the General Assembly and the governor to consider, and I'm delighted to have WFA as our partner. With that, I want to note that Jill Floyd is here as the president of the WFA board, not a member of the commission, but as a member of our partnership. Jill, thank you for being here. And I know that we have some of them behind me and some of them not, but Gayatri Agnew from Bentonville, Melly Bridewell from Lake Village, Dr. Sharice Childers from here in Little Rock, Tamika Edwards from Little Rock, Marie Holder from Little Rock, Dr. Sharice Jones Branch from Jonesboro, Kim Lane of Conway, Heather Larkin of Little Rock, Kathy Lloyd of Jonesboro, Beverly Morrow of Pine Bluff, Dr. Veronica Salazar of Arkadelphia, and Dr. Todd Shields of Fayetteville. And we are not going to let any moment go to waste, Governor. Our first meeting will be next Tuesday morning, and we look forward to presenting a report in December. Thank you.
Let's give all the new commissioners a round of applause. Thank you all.